Hello and welcome to the new playthrough that I am starting on this channel, and it is the second instalment of the Breath of Fire series, Breath of Fire 2, and I have heard a lot of good things about this game before I played it, when I played it originally in December. I've only played Breath of Fire 1 and 2, and it's definitely by far the better one of the two. I'm not slating Breath of Fire 1. Breath of Fire 1 is a good game, but Breath of Fire 2 just sets the bar even higher. And I believe 3, 4 and 5 are on PlayStation or GBA or ones like that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get the opportunity to play other Breath of Fire titles, but I will try and play them in the future. But I said before, I actually found this originally in I think it was top 7 or top 10 SNES RPGs video. And I saw this, I was interested. It was the only one out of the games that I hadn't played on there that was on the list. Of course, Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 6 are on there. But out of all of the other ones that were on there, this one, let's not say that. This one interested me, and I played it. So without further ado, let's get into it. And I'm going to maybe explain some things as they happen, without giving anything away. There's a lot of things... There's a lot of areas, well, not a lot of areas, there's a few areas like Winland and characters like Nina from the first game that are also in this, which implies this may be the same world map. Remember, the same world map, a different story, a different timeline. Of course, we've seen time travelling, you know, and the official name of both main characters in 1 and 2 is Ryu. So, I don't know, so we get a very spooky start to the game. And now this is actually my second attempt to do the video, because once I did the bit that's supposed to transition across to past the introduction, now when you get the name of the game that displays, it didn't say 10 years later or whatever, how many years it is, it just skipped straight past it and then put me back to the menu where it showed all the companies and all that stuff. So I'm trying it again, but I'm going to do one thing different. But anyway, let's go. I don't have enough strength. Give yourself to God. Pray to God. Praise God. You must become God's strength. So eerie music with a random creepy eyeball. Very, not very good. So anyway, so because this is in the past, or at least it's not in the timeline of the main game, this is the start, it's in black and white. I think it's like 10 years later after this, but anyway, when the main game starts, anyway. Hey, wait, you are. Says Father Gainer, Adam's father, and Yua's his sister. Yua, nap time. Oh, she got away from me. Hey, Adam. Adam, come here for a minute. Adam, come here for a minute. So there's a herb in that chest, and I bet grabbing that, because you need an item in it later in the game, it doesn't duplicate it, so I bet that's why I got chucked off the game and couldn't finish it, because of that. So I'm not going to touch it, I'm not going to grab the herb, because when I played this originally, I didn't think about going there, because I didn't realise you could actually search them. But anyway, Yua disappeared again. I don't think she likes naps. Adam, please go find Yua. Good, I'm counting on you. So I don't know if I can count the glitch or anything, but I'm not going to mention that. I'm going to try and make this just as entertaining as I made it originally. I was kind of just explaining stuff. So, what I said last time was, just like the first Breath of Fire, a lot of the stuff that you get at the beginning of the game doesn't really come into fruition until towards the end of the game. Like with the stuff with Sarah in the original Breath of Fire, you didn't really get to even see Sarah till near the end. So try and remember this stuff. I don't want to remind you because I don't want to give anything away. Whatever you see in this first episode, you need to remember so that you can, you know, later in the game, whenever it's referenced, you'll be like, from the first part. But anyway. Hey, Adam, you rascal. You mustn't go into other people's bathrooms. And there's only one woman you have to speak to. She's out here. I think one of the ones in the bottom right corner of the town. I think it's this woman that allows you to go to the next bit. But anyway, Adam, you're not lonely without your mother. Is that right? It's been 3 years already since your mother died. I guess you can't cry forever. You're a big boy. You must not leave the village without an adult. See, I'm not searching any chests or anything. I'm not getting screwed over from the thing again. Several years ago, when a monster attacked this village, a huge dragon appeared and saved the people. That dragon is still here, sleeping in the back mountains. So you find out who that dragon is eventually, but I'm not going to say. Isn't you always playing at the back mountain? Oh, Adam, what? You were disappeared? I hope she hasn't gone outside of the village. Lately, there have been kids acting like orphans and getting into churches, and they steal. Please tell the old man to be careful. Father Gaynor, about your father. He is a great magician. When his village was attacked by the monster, he was incredible. So yeah, you'll find out the true identity of your father, and then, as well as the true identity of your mother, how she died. We know when she died, which was 3 years ago. How she died and why she died. You find out the true identity of that dragon, eventually. You haven't seen the dragon yet, but the dragon that's protecting the village is very important. But again, you won't get any of that till towards the end, so I can't really say much. You know, I'm trying to make this as entertaining as I did it first time, like bloody half an hour to an hour ago. But it's always annoying when you have to do something again. But anyway, oh Adam, are you taking care of you? Of course, my friend. So let's go. So there's 3 little entrances. 2 side entrances have the dragon's claws, but I want to go to the one with the dragon's head. So I'm going to save it on save slate 1 before I make a choice here, and I'm going to keep it there, and I'm going to just go past and save for slave 0 afterwards. Because I don't know why it's screwed up, but anyway. So this is a unwinnable fight. But anyway, we've got the battle music. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, I should point out. Can I go again? Right. So yes. So we've got a normal attack option, auto, which just allows you to auto fight, and you've got of course you can run. But this second slot, all 4 characters have their own like unique ability, and then of course you've got use items and then magic, which is just called special in this. And there's Gaynor protecting me. No, this is lovely music. That was dangerous, wasn't it, Adam? You fought to protect Ewa. You are brave. Or shall I say you are brave? You're a bad girl, Ewa. Why did you come to a place like this? Because I wanted to see Mum. Your mother? That's right. If I take a nap here, Mum comes into my dreams. Your mother, huh? But Ewa, I know Mum is dead. Yes. Long ago when the monster attacked the village, I could not protect your mother. If this dragon had not come to help us, I would not have been able to protect the rest of you. So Gaynor lost his wife and my mother. You know, she died, and then luckily for Gaynor, the dragon appeared to protect. And if you notice behind the dragon head, you'll see a door. There's also doors behind the claws. So the monster came out of here, and then the dragon came to block it off and protect it. But you get more of that later on. So yeah, you'll find out exactly what happens because you see it directly right towards the end. But anyway, I'm sorry, Adam. If only I had more strength, things would have been different, right? Not true. You are. Daddy, it was not your fault. Everyone in the village says so. They say that you and the dragon saved the village from the monster. You're probably right, Ewa. I just hope your mother feels the same. She does feel the same, the dragon told me. So here's the first big, I guess, announcement or clue. So, my dear mother can communicate to you through the dragon. And of course, as we know from the first Breath of Fire, you find out straight away in that the main character is a part of the dragon clan. Now, there is no dragon clan in this, or is there? No, I didn't say anything. Of course, the MC does have dragon powers, and he is maybe related to dragons, but I'm not going to say. Of course, the game is about that, that's why it's called Breath of Fire, so it's not really revealing anything. But, of course, that now raises questions. Who was the main character's Yua's mother? Who is Gaina? Who is Yua? Who is the main character? How does Yua communicate to her mother, dead mother, through the dragon? Is there some relation to the dragon? You'll have to see. Thank you, Yua. It's almost as if you can talk to the dragon. Mum comes into my dreams. Okay then, let's go home and talk about her. So this is where I'm going to save it to make a choice. You should also go home before it gets dark. You might have a dream about Mum too. Would you like to close your eyes? So, I don't know if this matters. I'm going to save it there. As you can see, look, 5:59. I tried half an hour ago. Well, I started a video, I think, about 1:15. And I got to the part within 26 minutes. Came up with the thing, and then it reset me back. I was like, what? So I sped it up and did it again, and I was confused. I ended up going for another 15, but hopefully it works this time. Anyway, so you close your eyes, you get something creepy. You see the eyeball again. That's saying, remember, it says it was weak, and that you need to pray to God to give it strength, basically. But I will say, I revealed it last time, I revealed again. There are two gods in this. Of course, in Breath of Fire 1, there was Tyr, and she was a bad goddess. She was naughty. She just wanted to destroy everything. But in this, you get Eva, or Saint Eva, and the dragon god always goes unnamed. Don't know if the later title has revealed it. But anyway, this is where it gets weird. You may have noticed that back in that forest, it went silent after Father and Sister went off. So let's talk to the NPCs. I haven't seen you around here before. Where are you from, boy? Well, that's very strange, isn't it? So everybody has forgotten about me, as well as my sister and father. What? You live in this village? That's strange. I've always lived here, but I've never seen you. Recollections and memories of me have faded. So what's this one? I was like, oh, they're already going down a weird route straight at the beginning of the game. But of course, again, as I said, like the original Breath of Fire, they chuck so many questions at you, and you know, you're not expected to know the answers, and you won't find out the answers till much later on. You know, as I said, with Sarah, you don't get to see Sarah or anything on Sarah till right at the end of the original Breath of Fire, but you get her at the beginning. Same thing here. But anyway, whoa, what are you doing? You're a thief. Go away, shoo. What? You say you're the son of the preacher? You are a liar. Saint Eva will punish you. Adam, Yua, Father Gainer? What are you talking about? The preacher of this village has always been Father Hulk. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you may have noticed in the top right of the text box you have this weird, like, teardrop symbol. I don't know if it is a teardrop or not, but it's that type of symbol. Anyway, how can you go into someone else's bathroom? What were you thinking? So yeah, that teardrop symbol, when it comes to all of the playable characters and some of the major NPCs, when you talk to them, depending on whether you're an arsehole or whether you're nice to them, it will change the colour, and then once you get highest compatibility, it starts to flash a rainbow colour, and then you get this, you get an attribute at the bottom, which has like flames, and if it starts flickering, and I think it's 3 of them, then that's the highest compatibility, along with the teardrop that just constantly flashes. Now, I haven't seen if it directly affects gameplay, because it might, like, the the higher compatibility with the playable characters, maybe the stronger they are, or the more reliable they are, the more accurate they are, the better they are with their commands. I'm not sure, but you know. There's a choice you make at the end of the game that can be based on the compatibility with the characters, so you choose based on that. But anyway, I'm not going to open that chest because I ended up watching a YouTube video after everything went wrong, because I wanted to know what went wrong, why it happened more than once, and they said not to grab the herb in the chest because you need it later on. And I don't remember what you need it for, because when I originally did it, I didn't open the chests anyway. But anyway, I haven't seen you around here before. Where are you from, boy? So it says the same thing as the one up top. Who is this child? Strange kid. Gives me the creeps. Are you an orphan? If you have nowhere to go, go to the church. Saint Eva will not turn you away. So Saint Eva is a very important god, or goddess, but she wasn't even mentioned before this. But as soon as things get weird, all of a sudden, all hail Saint Eva. And then father and sister went missing, because your father didn't mention Saint Eva. But it'll all make sense eventually. It'll just take a while. Anyway. So here is Father Hulk instead of Father Gainer. Young child. Oh, hang on. I want to read the full thing. Young child, welcome to the house of Saint Eva. You also have no family, but you have nothing to fear. The church will never turn away a poor child like you. So you may notice that statue behind him. That is the statue of Saint Eva. Now, the Dragon God statues that you get in Breath of Fire 1, you get ones that similar. It don't turn into like an apparition of the Green Dragon God, but there is a statue you can save at. So you can either save at churches and help out the people at Saint Eva, because you can give donations, I think, if memory serves. Or you can save at the Dragon God. Now, I think there are NPCs that don't like you if you show who you like and who you don't. But yeah, anyway. Even so, yeah, Saint Eva accepts everybody unless you're even if you're a thief. Anyway, there. Think of this as your own home and rest. So now we're going to meet the first companion, Bo. But instead of him being a wolf like in the first Breath of Fire, he is instead a dog, and he's actually spelt like Bo. But anyway, heave ho. What a cheap place. I guess I'll take the candles. Hi. You don't have to say anything. You're just like me, right? You act like a poor child, get into the church, and you steal any valuables you can find, right? But this place is worthless. We have to go to a bigger village. I'm going to another village. Are you going to stay here? Nope. Alright, so that increases compatibility because you accepted his offer. Let's go to a big village somewhere. Steal and get rich, huh? My name is Bo. Nice to meet you, buddy. So there we go. So I'll show you the accursed thing. Is there anything there? Obtains tree pole. I'm not grabbing a tree pole or the herb in the other chest. I mean, I can't get the herb in the other chest now anyway. We'll keep it there. Don't know why it glitches. If it glitches again, I'm going to upload the video this time, but don't expect another video until I sort it out. I mean, I don't understand why it went wrong. I hope it don't go wrong again. It shouldn't go wrong again, you know? Because it should do it and then say blah 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 years later. I said I think it's 10 years later, but you know. Anyway, so here's the statue of the Dragon God. I don't know if it's exactly the same design as the one from the original Breath of Fire, but you know, it's the same thing, of course. The Dragon God exists. The Dragon God is good, but Saint Eva, you don't know anything about yet. Of course, I can't say, but yeah. Oh no, it looks like rain. Wow, here comes the rain. It's pouring. Can we find a place to get out of the rain? Yes, we can, Bo. Yes, we can. Hey, it's pitch black in here. Oh, the candle. I can use that candle. We're set. Let's go. So I didn't actually save it once when I did this, so when I got reset I had to go through the whole thing again, which was annoying, but anyway. What was that? Let's follow it. This is the tale of a beast of some form. Not going to say what. But, you know. So this is where things get weird again. Once you confront him, because he's going to say something that makes you think, oh, well, how does he know all that then? And then hopefully it will show the weird creepy dialogue scene, and then it will show Breath of Fire on the panel, and it will say 10 years after that, or 10 years later, whatever. Anyway, oh, it's a monster. Yeet. Are you saying you are the one? You say that you are the child for the mission. Alright then, prove it to me. So I believe his name's Barry, or something like that. So here's the boss music. So we've got Barry, or Barubari. So, of course, you can run, auto, special, item, attack, blah, 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 blah. So he's got to go yeet, swipe me in one. Down we go. Hopefully, it does what it's supposed to do. The dialogue was the same. Everything was where it was meant to be. But anyway, so what he's going to say here, remember, I'm not going to give you any hints. I'm not going to remind you anything because I don't want to give any plot points away by accidentally giving away such a big hint. Because I don't want to ruin anything. So, go ahead, Adam. Let me see you open the gate, destined child. And that is when you will know the strength of God. So I'm only going to say this once. So, he knows Adam's name. He knows who Adam is. He knows that he's some form of destined child and that he's going to open a gate. And as soon as he opens that gate, he's going to awaken a god. But anyway, here we go. So this is eerie. It was like waking from a long dream, but now his father and sister have disappeared and no one else recognises him. I mean, that's it. I mean, imagine being a kid in real life. One day you wake up, your father and sister's gone, and nobody remembers you from your hometown. Anyway, he dreamt of a horrific demon who ripped his heart and body apart, but it remains just a dream. So what just transpired there with Barubari is believed to be a dream. I actually don't know whether it is a dream or not. It's not actually made clear. But through whether it is a dream or whether he was whacked by Barubari told him what he wants him to do. Anyway, yet the vision remains strong. Deep within the corners of his mind, he hears it calling a different world, a world of silence, a world of darkness. He moves towards it, feeling both fear and exhilaration. He succumbs and the darkness welcomes him. So he's envisioning, I guess, some form of bad ending to this game, where he loses and the darkness consumes him. So Barry is, trying to... He's telling him, this is what you need to do. If you don't do it, you're going to die. If you do it, you're going to die, basically. You are the one, the demon screeches. Reaching deep within his own heart, he realises that it is true. Then, in that moment, reality washes away and the dream begins to take shape. So, I'm assuming it was a dream initially, but now he's living out and he needs to find a way to save the world. And he doesn't know whether he needs to actually open that gate or not. He doesn't know who this Barubari is, why they know his name, and how they know he's a destined child. He doesn't know if he really is a destined child or not. But he's just going to live out this adventure, and then as things progress, he's going to realise that things are happening that are making him realise, oh crap, this is real. So, as soon as it does this, hopefully it will say 10 years later or however many years afterwards, so that I can continue with the game, because this is where it glitched last time. If it does it again, I'm going to upload the video, and then I'm going to continue whenever I sort it out, because I'm not messing around. Please. 10 years later. 10 years later. I don't understand what's going on. It's done it again. This is I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing this. So I'm gonna try and get the thing where it says 10 years later and go from there, because this put me back to the beginning. I'll go from here. That is meant to happen. You're meant to be whacked by Barry, and that's meant to be it. So, I mean, I'm going to upload this video as it is. So, thank you for watching the opening episode of my playthrough of Breath of Fire. I would have done a tiny bit more when it comes to 10 years later, or however many years it is, where Adam and Bo kind of start their adventure. And then I would have left the village and got to the point just before the first dungeon. But unfortunately, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to try and figure out a way to solve it. And then once I've sorted that out, I will continue the game. I might have to do something else while I wait. I don't want to have to. I'll take a few days if I have to sort it out. Hopefully I don't have to do that or not. I might have to just delete this game file and get a new Breath of Fire 2 game file. Because I don't know why it's doing that, in all honesty. It shouldn't be doing that. I don't know if it's because I've already completed the game and it's trying to do something weird or not. But, as I said, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the opening episode. I do apologise for what happened. I will try and sort it out and I'll be back in the second episode, whenever that will be, whether it be tomorrow, 2 days, 3 days, where I will be going straight from after that eerie text box scene, where I'll be going 10 years into the future to the game's present timeline, because that was technically, I guess, kind of like not a flashback, but of course just the start bit, where, as I said, Adam and Bo will be starting their adventure in, I think it's called Hometown, yeah, where I will be, slowly picking up the pieces of the adventure. What I will say is the game will be about Adam realising who he really is, especially when he picks up the dragon powers, and that the vision he saw as a dream, it's coming true, because his father and sister and him were forgotten, they've disappeared, and he'll realise that he needs to save the world, because what he did see is a warning. So I said, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you soon, so I can continue to play, because it really is a good game. It's the best title. It's a shame what's happened, but I will see you nonetheless whenever. Until then, with a massive thumbs up, what to say to now is goodbye.